Hey, good afternoon, guys. That's loud. That's loud. Oh, shoot. I might not need a mic. But yeah. Seriously, thank you guys for coming. This is a really amazing night. This first piece is on Amy Elsinger's The Law of Residue over here in the far corner. Way over here in the second room. Growth on cotton swabs, exploding veins, and mindless mobs. Exploring, contorting, invading all odds. Existing is resisting within a vacuum of no laws. Begging for streams of consciousness, unfolding, beholding the natural touches, natural bounce. It's profound, it's proud, the collective announce. Let this current flow and grow. Exploding nuclei, a dance with euphoria, yearning for utopia, but with broken hands, failing again, once again. Ignite, fire, find light, live once more, like the phoenix before. Fire, ignite, recreate this light. Amorphous forces, exploring new spaces, new nerves and new faces, new faces, new faces. A sight, a vision, worth cutting a deeper incision. For me, for us, the collective we trust. All boundaries we ignore until utopia offers her cure. I am the created creator, the alien dissector, the firework of life's work that paints your walls unfettered, untethered. Do I surprise you? I'm unweathered. I'm crowned. One day I'll be renowned. Until then, I'll just spin again as spores explore within, that I might find one shred of light to claim as mine. My fireworks, my fireworks, my fireworks within. Amen.
My name is Erica Roberts. I am one of the creators for Vision and Verse, this platform that has had so many artists move through it, finding their own footing through it. Tonight, I encourage you to hear the art tonight in a different way, experience the art in a different way. When I came to visit the Hunter Museum 10 years ago, I was here for another program. I was here for an A+ issue program. I got here early. It was my first ever visit to the Hunter. I saw the Hunter Museum as something that possibly wasn't for me at the time. I didn't know what freedom I would find within the walls. I came and there was an art piece on the first floor made of glass that spoke so heavily to me. It actually confused me a tad bit, because not had I heard art that kind of way. Yes, I vibed to my favorite song or felt some type of way about my favorite movie, but to have an art piece, sculpture, almost raised up with words and lines to speak directly to me, I thought that I had tapped into something or I had lost my mind, one or the other. I dug in my purse for my journal and I began to jot down these really jagged lines. They just started to peel out. I left that day, wrote more on that same piece. A month later, I reached out to Adira and I asked, could I come back to the museum? She said, sure. I'll put your name at the desk. Come on back. I came back. 11 a.m. I was here from 11 to 5 p.m. writing. Just writing. And I wondered if other artists could feel that same way about other genres. Could they be interpreting that language through their own artistic language? And what did that sound like? What did that look like? What could it feel like even? Dear friend Alexis Willis, she said, you know, you might want to share that. I don't know, share it on Facebook or something. I was like, I don't know. It sounds kind of woo-woo. Sounds a little aloof, a little up in the air kind of thing. I realize I live in the air sometimes. I called back and I asked Adira, could we have a meeting? Could we talk for a second? She said, sure, come back. Sat down and I started telling her and I shared the poem with her. And within that poem, there was the words, vision, and verse. And that's where we ended up here. 10 years. Woo! I am humbled, I am thankful that so many artists could find freedom in seeing other art, could find freedom on other people's canvases. To have a piece of art on the wall and have it translated into movement, that's a different language. And it's a beautiful one. Tonight I invited some of my friends to come hang out with me. And I like to use poem as a verb, to poem with me. Yes, I encourage you to use that word as well. And the next two people that I want to bring to the stage, Drea, most amazing, gifted poet, and this singer who's got voice like soil, who's got grit like mountains, who's rooted in her low range. My Zoe, let's go, come on.
There were times I would find myself at the center of doubt, lost at the corner of fear and confusion. This reflection kept me in a constant state of war with myself, seeking balance and rest, seeking to be that balanced sister. Not concerned if I'm easy to ingest or digest or even possess the qualities that are difficult for you to take in. See, I seek alignment to shake up souls and leave an imprint of who I am, imprint through my rhymes, through my words, and through my arts. See, I've spent a lifetime peeling away clothes that never fit and shedding a skin that I must admit had me split in two. See, I held tight to my chest, things disguised as purpose, thinking it was doing me a service. See, things that are now buried and at my big age for your protection as well as my own don't need to be resurfaced. See, I stepped into an impersonal growth spurt, keenly aware that any sniff of foolishness or tomfoolery could have me revert back to that girl that was lost. I was lost. Standing in rooms that were not meant for me to see and conversations that weren't meant for me, and I was sitting at tables that clearly didn't want to serve me. See, then my way of thinking would lean slightly to the right and then slightly to the left, and my mind would co-sign and my body would follow. I lacked direction in spaces that I had maps to, and I often lost my way. See, I often lost my way around conversations when I knew what to say and what to do. Away, 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 away. But see, there's beauty in growth. See, my spine is straight now, with my sights on the next phase in life, the next chiropractic adjustment of my thinking. The pieces click now, fall in place now, and my mind now a safe space. And it's a safe space for creativity to grow and hell soar. See, I know my way north. Sights focused on an inner balance that takes years to achieve, and reinventing myself to the point where people find it hard to believe who I am. I've incinerated my, this is good enough playbook, and I've buried the how the hell did I end up here again playbill on all the many stages that I found myself performing on and failed. And all that remains are the bones and the ashes of years of trauma and generational curses and confusion. See, I've mourned the loss of my former self, but the black veil I keep on the shelf just in case my thinking decides to hand me a reality that I've already put to death. The universe, it nods in my favor, it nods in my favor, and it nods in a favor of my direction, finding the motivation to stack my chakras, root to stem, root to crown. And on this path, I'm bound to find myself back. I'm back at the corner. I'm back at the corner, back at the intersection of who I am when no one is watching, hoping that it aligns with who I am when they are watching. Right in the middle, I'm right in the middle, I'm right in the middle, the center, the center, the center of balance and peace. Thank you.
Where it's like crazy. Sometimes I don't want to feel those metal clouds. So just take me away. Take me
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, God.
Ink doesn't ask permission, it just spreads. Like truth when it gets tired of being polite, black leaves fall upward in my mind, defying gravity. Like prayers that forgot who they were begging, a voice hums somewhere between ache and velvet, pressing itself into the spine of the night. And I'm listening with my whole body. Because sometimes songs don't enter through ears, they bruise their way in. The paint speaks in absolutes, no color to hide behind, no softness to blur the edges of what is. It's just black, it's just white. It's just the confrontation of, is this you?
Black leaves in the Mississippi River. Black leaves in the Mississippi fire. Black leaves in the Mississippi choir. Black leaves on the Mississippi land. And we've got garden cotton, we've got sons and daughters, we've got grit and glory, we've got mama's story, we've got strength like tower, we've got hope and power. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land.
And I stand there somewhere in the grave that refuses to be named, thinking about how leaves only fall when something lets go, thinking about how I have held on to versions of myself long after they stop breathing. These black leaves, they are not dead, they are witnesses. Each one is a great quiet testimony of something that once drank light and decided it was quite enough. And then there's these iron hands heavy with memory, forged in the heat of survival. They have held tight for too long around things already gone. They have mistaken strength for refusal, but even iron leans into the language of release. And when the wait becomes a prayer and the music cracks open the sky in me, softly, like it doesn't want to startle the storm. Oh, but it does. Oh, but it does. Oh, but it does. And now I am raining these memories that I buried in polite conversation and in these Sunday smiles. Iron hands loosening fingers by fingers, learning the courage of open this moment. It would be painted with no apology, just a body split open by sound. Standing in a forest of becoming black leaves underfoot, crisp with memory, with every step saying, you cannot go back to that tree. You cannot unlearn the fall, and you can only just descend with grace. You can only become art by letting it go.
Deep darling, deep darling, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Deep darling, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Ooh, deep darling, deep darling, ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Deep darling. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up on heaven's land. God made a woman with an iron hand, raised her up in heaven's land. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, hi everybody, my name is Nisi. I am here from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I am a singer, songwriter, musician. I love the arts, I'm a creative. Outside of Chattanooga, outside of everywhere, I feel like I just love to create. I do art also, and I love music, so thank you.
My name is Sophie. How y'all doing? Woo, that's good. I gotta ask you that. I'm Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've been on Vision Verse for a while.
Before it was Vision and Verse, when you were in high school.
Yeah, I was in high school, so a little bit ago. But I love it. It's always amazing to take on the course of art, but also interpret it in my own way. So thank you. And it's the team here.
My name's Amir Andalib. I am a poet. I'm an educator. This is my second Vision in Verse, and thanks to Miss Erica here. I walked into a poetry class about 6 years ago, and met Erica, and she thought that my poems were way better than I thought they were, and was like, "You should lean into this because it's really good." And I was like, "You're crazy," and she was right, and she was right, and it was amazing, and it's been amazing, and she's an amazing person. Her name in my phone is Sensei. I'm incredibly grateful to have been asked to be a part of this, and grateful to be a part of this with all these other awesome creatives and Adara as well, because Adara is a champion, an education champion.
I'm Andrea, but I go by Drea. I've been doing Vision in Verse for a couple of years, and we actually have a very similar story in how we got started. But I think the common thread for all of us is this woman right here, this beautiful woman right here that, like she said, my poetry was a lot better than I gave myself credit for. So she was the very first person to give me an opportunity to allow my words to soar on stages. So a big thanks to you for bringing us all together. And thank you to Dare and the Hunter Museum for giving us a stage to be able to allow our art to grow and to fill this place. But I'm also from Chattanooga as well, so I look forward to many more years of Vision in Verse and working with the Hunter.
I'm kind of sweet because this mic is kind of big to me. But my name is Krista Newson. I am the founder and artist director of Providence Distant Dance Company. So thankful to be here this evening. I've actually gotten the opportunity to work with Erica many times in my dance career, and I'm super grateful for her and all the work that she does in this community. But also, I started Vision in Verse. I want to say this is that's how I started my relationship with the Hunter. And it's been about 4 years now.
That's true.
So it's been absolutely amazing. And just to kind of just drop a little dot on a little bit of what I did, I think I was coming from a place of resilience. So I've gotten the opportunity to do a lot of different works with the exhibition that is happening currently with Althea Murphy Price work. And I think that with all of the choreography that I've produced over the last month at the Hunter, I think I was releasing a lot of the work. So thank you.
Again, Erica Roberts. I think I could tell you're releasing.
Yeah.
I could tell. I could hear it even. The breath, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't lie, it don't lie. I think when over time, history tells us sometimes that art is for the intellectual, for the brainy people, right? For it's way up here. But I terribly disagree that it's for anyone who is open to it, who is vulnerable to its power, to the artist's stroke. There's something about when you can look at an artwork and see the fingerprint of the artist and understand that they were creating. And so when we see each art piece, it feels as if I am being invited into their world for a moment. I'm allowed to take a peek. And so I respect the space that they allow. But coming to the Hunter, it makes it easy because there are so many pieces that can touch you in such really, really interesting ways. You can have an art piece that will just piss you off. You can. I've had one. I'd be like, ooh, gonna write about you. But then you might have one that moves you in such an incredible way that you can't help but cry, sob a bit, laugh even. When I walked into this exhibit, I literally stopped at the door when I saw that. It grabbed every part of me. I don't even think I heard what people were saying to me. I was listening to what it was saying. And it's talking now, but the thing is that being able to have a space where you can visit art, visit different people's lives. It's something amazing to be able to do that. Each person that I asked to be a part of this, it was specifically for selfish reasons, because I wanted to hang out with them, number one. Number two, it was because I knew what they would bring to a performance. I knew what they would bring to art. I knew that they were art themselves. Interesting part, how much of this did you prepare?
None of it.
I asked that question for this reason. That was the way I wanted it. When I called you, that was what I meant. When I asked you, will you perform with me without a script? You were like, what? Okay. But I wanted there to be something organic left on the floor for people to pick up from. Artists leave themselves on the floor, they leave themselves on the stage, and they walk away, leaving it for the audience to use in whichever way they want to. And that was one of the reasons why I chose it that way. I chose Amir because he has this kind of grit and passion that you can feel. It's not an almost, you can feel. And you almost enrage with him. You're like, where we going? What we doing? What time? It's that kind of thing. I want to open up the floor now if you have questions. Thank you, Adara, for allowing Vision and Verse to just be. I give homage to you. I give homage to those, the relationship that the Hunter has with artists in general, because it wasn't just Vision and Verse. There were artists before me that were doing things here. Chattanooga Ballet, they were doing things here. Yoga, they were doing things before Vision and Verse. So when you have someone, a entity that is making that pathway already clear, it just makes this seem natural for it to be here. I am immensely thankful, tad bit overly emotional. I encourage you to, the next time you hear of a Vision and Verse at the museum, that you find it not robbery to be there. I also encourage you to take a moment and come to the museum. It's worth it. What if doctors gave you prescriptions to come to the museum? Just come, find your healing here. I open the floor for any questions on our process, if you guys are open to that part. To the process, please.
My name is Carla. Poetess for C.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's spelled with an I, because I have extended and wonderful by the habits of heart. I want to say that I'm sharing my poetry for 17 years.
Yes, ma'am.
But when I was introduced to Vision and Verse throughout the so it was poets that want to go to the Hunter and connect. That's what we're doing for artists. Artists connect, even when we don't want to. It shows you. And the late it will show you as you walk past your leaf flowering on the ground. What I want to say to you is, again, my baby girl, nothing comes to Jesus, but sometimes I don't know what it is in the Lord. But a vision, yeah, answer. A vision is what puts a little girl to a whole state westward. Belongs of sadness. It brings the man with the voice, with the pen. Whatever your art is, whatever your art is, it's not yours to possess. It's yours to see, to enrich lives, to empower lives, and for the hunter to open its doors to all of us, no matter what race, creed, color, or social background, no, let go. And as you can see, it does not matter your ability. Through this friendship that developed, through this creative journeys, creative connections. I say it all night, all day, I'm an OG. But I thank you ladies for the vision. I thank the channel for including us in the vision. We have come in here and looked at some of this art, and as she said, you will leave the corner, and you look at the picture, and pick which piece we want to work with, we can make it. To the point of tears in the mainland. Feet rubbing together, so I guess we know it's going to be busy. So, I will take my stand right over there for you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what, audience? Thank you. Because guess what? You don't know how important you are. So, artists, we need your image. Yeah, see, when the bands, when the lady back there standing up, but you are here. And when you come up to us in the grocery store, tell us what it means. Oh, sometimes we have tears in the eyes. We have no idea. So, with that, I say thank you again, and I'm going to go for the part of this day.
I just wanted to say thank y'all for sharing your bravery. It's kind of like joke. The last week I've been having kind of come to Jesus myself because I write, I play music, I dance, my whole life since I was a little kid. But I always hide it because I feel like if I show that, people don't accept that, and they might not accept me. And just thank y'all because it literally yesterday I was at the bottom, and it's all I want to do is transmute darkness into light, make the sad, the pain, the loss, the fear into something beautiful. And thank y'all for showing the way. Thank you for being in y'all's songs, everything I've been emotional this whole time because it's I feel synchronicity, God, the universe sent me here today to see y'all so that I can share my gift as well, so that we can all help everybody wake up and feel love and feel light and be one. But thank you.
I have nothing to say to him, sir. What's your name?
Bart.
Keep creating. And don't worry about what anybody else wants. I used to do the same thing. You can't be quiet. You only sit in my shower.
That's it.
You find people that love their music that's going to push your music because we're nothing without anybody.
I agree with Zoe as well. I just want to personally thank you for coming because, you're people like you are the reason why a lot of times we create, because we've all been in your shoes and we use our art in different ways to be able to cope, because it's not easy. So, like she said, just keep creating, find community. I mean, link up with any of us. I would love to work with you outside of this and just see how your art can grow.
As we end in natural, lyrical, poetic vibes, there is 2 shots in the lobby. Hallway.